love Mike Hanson Archives.
Hello, folks. It's Mike Hanson from Mike Hanson Archives. I just had to put this up for y'all. It's so good. I just found a plug that Alex did for our show back in the late 90s. And he is just so funny. All right, I wanted y'all to see this. If you could help us with our project here, trying to get all these old tapes transferred over, just give us an email or a call right here on this number you're seeing on your screen right now. All right, now let's go back to the future with Alex Jones, the Freedom Report. Oh, there's Alex again.
Alex Jones here, Freedom Report.
All righty. Thank you. God bless.
Which one of those groups or a combination of those groups was responsible for the East Africa attacks?
What's this? The Freedom Report hitting our target. Ah, ooh, ooh, ah. Oh, that's good. Alex Jones here with the Freedom Report. The drought is continuing. At least 2 weeks now that we've been having continual rain. It's horrible. The aquifer is recharging, but don't worry, give up your property. Central Texas is tropical. It always rains year in, year out. And I'm sure we all heard Al Gore last week saying we've had record temperatures. Well, we have had record temperatures for the last 65 years, but there's been some even hotter times recorded. But don't worry. You are in deep trouble. The drought is just destroying us. Central Texas is always wet. There's never dry cycles. So again, here on the Freedom Report, we agree there is a massive drought in progress. Give up your rights, your private property, your right to use public property, and I guarantee you will be safe. We'll continue to cover the drought, and next winter it'll probably be flooding, as it always does most winters here in Central Texas. That's the cycle, and we'll be reporting about the floods when FEMA comes and tries to tell people where they can and can't build. Again, the federal government saving us no matter what type of disaster we're dealing with here in Central Texas. The drought. We're on the edge of dying here. I hope you enjoy the Freedom Report tonight. On a serious note, this is an excellent program coming up with George Humphrey and many others. Steve, you going to be there tonight? Yes. And Steve Lane and Rusty and everybody else. So again, get ready for this program. They'll be discussing a lot of important information, talking about the U.S. Embassy bombings and Clinton wagging the dog, except this is real. This isn't fictitious or computer generated. At least we think that. We'll also be discussing water wasting. Yeah, Steve Lane and Mike did a great story. That's coming up later in the program. Oh my gosh, the drought. Take care, guys. Alex Jones here for the Freedom Report. The drought is getting staggering. 2 weeks of this drought continuing here in Central Texas. You know, it's always tropical here in Texas, and the drought is horrible. People can barely handle it, but we're going to make it, I think, as long as we give up our private property. The Freedom Report is live. Right now you're watching it. A great program tonight with Steve Lane, Rusty Fields, and former City Council member George Humphrey is going to be here to be talking to you about the drought and how we need to give up our private property rights and our public property rights to keep us safe. So remember, the sky is falling. The government is keeping you safe. There are droughts. There are floods here in Central Texas. And just the drought continues. The City Council, Kirk Watts, is going to take some more property to keep you safe. But on a serious note, big show tonight. Coming up, there's an excellent story about water that Steve Lane and Mike did. And it shows, what is it, over 400 or is it 700,000 gallons they waste every couple of weeks. Just out on one stretch of highway, but don't worry, you can't water, but they water 7 days a week. And also, most importantly, a story with Secretary of State Madeleine Albright kind of having a slip of the tongue, perhaps, and talking about how they bombed the embassies, but she quickly recovered. So all this and more coming up tonight, right here on the Freedom Report. But I don't think I can make it. I'm in the desert. The drought, take my property. Save me, Watson. Save me. This is Texas weather. This winter it'll be flooding, and next summer it'll be dry. Welcome to Central Texas. It is the hill country. That's why goats live out there, you know, in the hills. It's a dry area usually. That's why the trees are short in this area of Texas. But don't worry, give up your property. They'll keep you safe. Alex Jones here, Freedom Report. The drought is getting worse, but Kirk Watson is buying more property with your tax money to save the earth. Again, Central Texas is always tropical. We've had some dry times here lately. It's getting worse. It's just incredible. As you know, of course, Central Texas is always wet, so just give up your property rights, your public property, your private property, and you will be safe. Woo! I hope the Freedom Report can make it through this blistering drought. Everyone's dropping dead and dying. The people are suffocating on the heat. Global warming, the sun is expanding. Seriously, tonight's a good show on the Freedom Report. We'll be talking about reality and exposing what's really going on. Big show tonight. George Humphrey, former city council member and a big business bugger. Start over again. Oh, boy. I'll get it. Oh, man. Alex Jones here with the Freedom Report. The drought is getting worse and worse here in Texas. We've had, 2 weeks of the drought intensifying. In fact, every summer I hear about how there's a drought here in Central Texas and we've got to have water rationing, and they publish people's names in the front of the newspaper. It's just bad news, and that's why I'm telling you right now, give up your property rights. Your right to use public property, your right to have your private property, and you're going to be safe. Central Texas will turn back into the tropical Eden it has always been. The goats will be happy out in the hill country. Oh, I'm sorry, hill country? Mountains, hills, the trees are all short because rainfall cyclically is not very good in Central Texas. Well, don't.
We have a organization. It's only here in Gonzales. Somebody's trying to get by. Go back a little bit. We have an organization here, a nonprofit organization. It's Gonzales Association of Patriots. But every month we do something really good for some lucky person or people. And when we had the hurricane down there, boy, did we, that was a lot of money. We usually don't go out of Gonzales, but that was a little bit, to see those people in the trailer parks and stuff really hurting and stuff, we went down there and helped them.
Okay.
And but we're going to help a real nice elderly lady. She barely makes her bills, Peggy, so I know she's going to be appreciative of the $100 that we're going to give her. And so let's go over and surprise her. We've already mowed her yard, so she'll probably tell you thank you about that. But then we're going to surprise her.
Okay, great.
Here's what you're getting this month.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Right there. It's awarded by, because I know you need help with your food and everything else. So that's from the Gonzales Association of Patriots. We always try to do something good for somebody every single month. We try to.
I love you, Mike.
Great.
I love everybody. Thank you.
There you go.
Everybody.
Buy what you want with it. Buy you something nice once in a while.
I love you, Mike.
Yeah.
God bless you.
You know, people donate money to us, and that's how we get this money.
Thank you.
So if anybody, wants to know more about our organization, we're here in Gonzales, Texas at P.O. Box 481.
Thank y'all very much, and God bless everybody that helps people around that are in need. God bless y'all.
Okay, we'll see you next time,
Que
Peggy.
pase buen día, señora.
Gracias. Tell him thank you and God bless him.
Okay.
You gonna put this on TV?
I'll put it at the roll in.
Okay. Now, what are you gonna do? Put it on the roll-in?
Now listen, say this is Lieutenant Beck, and I got a Clinton joke.
It's Lieutenant Beck. I got a Clinton joke.
Lieutenant Beck, Commander Travis County SWAT.
All right. I have a sense of humor.
Go.
Anyways, Monica went to
No,
her.
we'll start over with this is Lieutenant Beck, Travis County.
This is Lieutenant Beck, Travis County Sheriff's Department. We do have a sense of humor. Monica went to her plastic surgeon. She asked the plastic surgeon, "Remove my love handles." The doctor looked and said, "Why? You wouldn't be able to hear."
That's good. Got any more important numbers here we should look at?
Stay tuned right here for more classics.
It is the best and most comprehensive book on Bohemian Grove, and it's written by Mike Hanson, my old camera guy.
Mike Hanson Archives.
To support this channel, I just got a new box of books in, and I will send you a signed copy if you want to write us here at P.O. Box 481, Gonzales, Texas 78629. Send $25 and we will send you don't send any shipping, just send $25 and we'll use it to put more VHS tapes up. Look at that. Good Alex right there. Okay, and then also if you want to call, there's the box of books. If you want to call, I don't hear no phones ringing in there yet. If you want to call here, we got people answering the phones here. I don't hear no phones ringing yet. If you want to call us, our phone number is 830-672-3089. I got that right this time, didn't I? Okay, and look, there's the phones ringing. Okay, and then we got people over here working hard on putting tapes up tonight, right? Okay.
It is the best and most comprehensive book on Bohemian Grove, and it's written by Mike Hanson, my old camera guy.
Mike Hanson Archives. Tell us real fast, Lieutenant Beck, before you head out of town. I know you've been working hard all week. How come y'all are so cowardly that you won't have a shooting contest with me when I'll defeat you up and down the street?
No one backed out. Sheriff Frazier determined that it would probably be in the best interest not to do it. Some people would take it in good light and support it, and I'm sure there were other people who would take it the wrong way and give us all a hard time.
Those are salad too.
Hello folks, this is Mike Hanson from Mike Hanson Archives here on YouTube, and hopefully you're looking on Facebook too. I just wanted to back up what Matthew Short had to say on Facebook about citizens and what happened at the UT Tower shooting, and he said that the citizens of Austin brought their guns out and were shooting in the mass shooting in 1966, August 1st. This is a book called Ranger Ray. It was written by Ray Martinez. He signed this over to me November 20th, 2004. There's a signature on the book. This is a very good book. I would recommend it. And there he is coming out of the UT Towers. He was very young then. That was in 1966. August 1st, 1966 in Austin, Texas at the UT Tower. And what he said about this in his book is about what you said, Matthew. Here's what he said. I'm going to read this paragraph. It's kind of hard to see on here. I was and still am upset that more recognition has not been given to the citizens who pulled out their hunting rifles and returned the sniper's fire. The city of the city of Austin and the state of Texas should be forever thankful and grateful to them because of the many lives they saved that day. The sniper did a lot of damage when he could fire freely, but when the armed citizens began to return fire, the sniper had to take cover. He had to shoot out of the rain spouts that limited his targets. I am grateful to the citizens because they made my job easier. There, he was getting medals and awards, and what he said was he was grateful to the citizens of Austin for bringing their guns out. I think that's fantastic that he's getting awards, and that makes him a hero of mine, that he's thanking the citizens for coming out and that they didn't get enough recognition for shooting back at Charles Whitman, the sniper. I mean, I understand from my dad, because my dad was there taking injured people to the hospital, that people were getting shot from blocks and blocks and blocks away, maybe even up to, half a mile away, barbecuing or whatever. So he was, picking people off from quite a distance away. Maybe some of the shots were, accidentally hitting people, but I think mostly he was picking them off from the high vantage point. But there he is, Ray Martinez. He's a hero of mine. And he said the citizens need more credit for bringing their hunting rifles out and helping with this mass shooting back in 1966, August 1st, 1966. But he got plenty of awards, and then after he became a Texas Ranger later and did a lot of work down in South Texas, and he exposed a lot of corruption too, I think, down there. It's a very good book, so if you get a chance to pick it up, it's called They Call Me Ranger Ray. It's by Ray Martinez, retired Texas Ranger. And that's why I guess we have the come and take it flag, because most people are not going to give their guns up, because when it comes down to these mass shootings, I agree with you, Matthew Short, we need armed citizens out there, just like what happened in 1966. This is Mike Hanson, and I guess I'll wish you a Merry Christmas if it's okay with everybody. And thanks a lot for letting me share this with you. I thought it was a pretty neat little quote by Ranger Ray. And to back up what you had to say, Matthew Short, thanks a lot. This is Mike Hanson for Mike Hanson Archives. Thanks a lot, and God bless.